Today we talk about embedding secret messages on images, alternative living, and exchanging your privacy for a bed. Come on, we're all adults here. If you would like to join our cult, contact us at Instagram, Twitter, or at our website, tiltednotster.com. Please knock.
Hello, my name is Edwin.
I'm Jeff.
And I'm Frantic.
And together we are Tilted Not Stirred. What has you guys feeling tilted today?
Well, this week we learned about cryptography in my class, so that's pretty cool. I know how to encrypt stuff, decrypt stuff, embed messages into pictures. Pretty dope.
Wait, so you're like putting words inside of images?
I can put entire files inside of an image.
What the hell? So then how am I supposed to see that?
You would run it through a program that can like extract it, and then if you have the password, you can open it and read it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Why would that be practical?
Yeah, that's
So think of it on the criminal side. Say you're doing some shady shit like insider trading, and you're doing this at work. So to keep your files secret, you embed them into random images, and then you send those to yourself or to the people you're insider trading with.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat. It's like some invisible ink type shit.
Exactly.
That's some heist movie type shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I mean, the cops know to look for shit like that, so
Sweet.
Okay, that's cool.
you just have to avoid IT,
right
I
on.
guess.
All right. What about you, Frantic? What have you been up to?
Well, I accepted my offer with the company I just finished interviewing with and got hired. So life is good. The benefits seem good. Everything seems good. I'm looking forward to that. And before I pass it over to you, Edwin, so on the last episode, I touched a little bit at the end. For those of you who listened to the end of the episode, y'all are great. Everyone else can kick rocks. Anyways, so OnlyFans. It's not. So at first I thought it was that they were changing policies there. So right now it seems like it's kind of more of like a leak or like what's on the grapevine. But basically, OnlyFans is looking for investors so that they can move away from the adult content and move more towards the mainstream. And so they got to raise over $1 billion, stuff like that. And doesn't seem likely. I mean, what do you guys think? You think they're gonna move away or?
No, there's already people doing that and better. Patreon is the same thing but not sexual. I'm sure there's another one.
There's a coffee place. You buy whoever your favorite media creator, your content creator. You buy them coffee.
Plus, it's the whole reputation thing too. Like,
yeah, it
you
feels like
hear
it's
OnlyFans
kind of,
and you already know what that is.
yeah, it's kind of already tainted. Well, yeah, it's tainted.
Yeah.
So
It's
yeah,
so tainted because you get to see people's taints.
Oh no, everyone's kinks. You dirty birdies. All right, pass it over to you, Edwin. What's up? What have you been up to?
I have been working out a lot because my uniform for work has to be tucked in. I have to have a belt on all the time, so I have to look shapely. I have to look nice in my uniform.
You already like dressing snazzy, so
Yeah, but it's there's no hiding. If you have a little bit extra weight in there, there's no hiding it. It's there. Everyone can see it.
You gotta embrace your body, man.
No,
Come
I mean,
on, dude.
that motivates me to lose the little chunk, So I'm losing the chunk a little bit, so it's kind of nice. Let's see. I don't know. Just being in the sun all the time it's exhausting, but it's also very rewarding. I like working outside.
Very nice, man.
All right.
So what is good, dude? Like, so what's going on with all these home prices? Am I right?
Ooh.
Dude, have you guys gone on Zillow or anything to look at the price of homes?
Nah, I haven't.
Yeah.
I don't window shop.
Ridiculous.
Depressing.
Right now, especially in California.
There's an SNL skit. It's kind of like they try to play it off like a dating site or one of those like horny call-in lines. So they're like, when you open Zillow and all your fantasies come true, and it's like he's looking at the prices. He's just like, you know, that's how I feel. I look at Zillow and I'm like, fuck.
Dude, a house literally 2 blocks away from where I live sold for, well, they're asking for 670,000.
What the fuck?
Which is insane because it's not like it's not even a nice area. It's really not. And I mean, I haven't asked my girlfriend's parents like how much their home costs, but they live in a very nice area, nice home, all that jive. According to Zillow, it's in the 700,000s, and it's like that. I don't even know. People are just throwing numbers out there and see if somebody will pay it, I guess. It's pretty ridiculous. So for anyone home shopping, good luck. But also, what if there is an alternative?
Yes.
We discussed a little bit the other day about alternate homes and what that might look like.
Okay, so should we throw some out that we know of? We got van life, we got tiny homes,
and pod sharing apparently.
Yeah, pod sharing.
I just know about like storage containers. People use silos, but like, you know, you can make anything a home,
or just be homeless with a tent.
Well,
some people do that too.
The world can be your home.
Yeah, just set up a tent somewhere.
Maybe home is where the heart is.
All right, let's discuss these. Jesus, let's discuss these different types of alternate living. Then, which one do you guys want to start with?
We could talk about mine first because it's not very interesting. It's just storage, just storage containers. You know, the stuff that gets shipped overseas, and I guess you can buy a container, and I would imagine that you would have to, you know, set it up, because just living in a storage container without like what's it called when you put that fluffy stuff on the insulation? Yeah. You got to insulate your home and all that, but apparently a container can range from about $1,400 to $6,000 depending on the size and brand. Maybe, I don't know. Is there branded containers?
I don't know. I think it has to deal with what was shipped inside of it. So if if it was like food that was being shipped, then it might already come pre-insulated.
Ooh,
whereas
that's a good point.
To like if it's just normal shit, then it's just gonna be bare bones.
Yeah, have you guys seen pictures of people living in those conditions?
I mean, I'm looking at some right now. They seem happy.
It seems kind of depressing, dude. They could just lay down there. They lay down and then like it's there. They all seem very cluttered.
I mean, that's the name of the game, dude.
Yeah,
you can't be wasting space.
Only practical for like 1, maybe 2 people.
Have you guys been to like IKEA and seen like drawers that turn into beds, all these other stuff? Like, I'm fascinated by that type of furniture. A furniture that transforms into something else when you're not using it. It's fantastic to me. I like that kind of architecture stuff.
Dude, there was a time where I was obsessed with IKEA. Like when I was building my PC and I wanted to have a desk for it, a lot of people on Reddit were like, "Oh, the IKEA build your own table type of thing seems good." And so I would go to IKEA a lot, and wow, those showrooms are so nice. I guess it's very similar to what you alluded to in the beginning with the show, that like, oh, where your dreams can come true type of thing. Because man, those showrooms are like, wow, imagine living in a place like this.
Yeah, I saw a green kitchen in IKEA, and I was like, I've never thought of a kitchen being hunter green and looking fucking incredible. And it did. It just looked fucking awesome there. It just made it... I wanted to be in that space. And I was like, I never pictured painting my house weird, extravagant colors. I've always lived in houses and walls that were white.
Yeah, it's just white.
I've lived in one house where my room was baby blue, and that's it.
Oh, kind of like Jeff's room.
Yeah, kind of like Jeff's room. So it's just kind of like,
I've grown sick
imagine going to one of your rooms and it's like goldenrod yellow or something, something fucking awesome, and you're just there like, oh right on, this is cool.
What about you, Jeff? Would you want to live in a place where, let's say, that the bed comes out of the wall?
So I've been looking at things like that before. I would want just to maximize space. I would want those where it's like the bed is lifted on like a platform, and then underneath you can have like your desk and stuff. Kind of like college dorm style.
Also like a bunk.
Yeah, like a bunk, but it's a single bunk, only the top bunk, and the bottom is like free for activities.
So much room for activities.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean that's. I don't got much to say about storage containers other than I know that people live in them. And
let me add a little bit on storage containers. There's restaurants now that are being built with storage containers. Have you guys seen it? There's a Taco Bell not too far from us that is entirely storage containers.
Wait, Taco Bell?
Wait, really?
Yeah. There's a bunch of restaurants that are now recycling and reusing these storage containers for, businesses. And I think it looks fucking awesome.
I think it's cool for business.
Do you think it's them being quote unquote socially or like ecologically responsible, or do you think that's them just trying to save money?
The second one, 100%, and then they'll claim it's the first one.
Let me look it up. I think it's in L.A. Yeah, it is in L.A. It says Taco Bell drops a weird new drive-through restaurant in L.A. and it's storage containers. Stacked on top of each other, and there's other ones where it's a legit restaurant that is a storage container. It's pretty cool.
All right, but you can't live in a restaurant, Edwin. But you know what you can live in? A tiny home. And for the low price of $89,900, you can afford one of your own.
Damn,
okay.
What about the homie discount? What about the homie price? What would you give it to me for?
Oh man, if I was selling it, which I'm not.
Realtor Jeff. Jeff, give us a quote.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm looking at one right now. This is actually pretty fucking nice. I don't know the square footage, but just looking at the pictures, it's got your bedroom above the living room.
Oh.
And then right next to the living room is your kitchen. And then, honestly, the bathroom's the nicest part. Because it's just it's got your standing shower with a tub, bathroom, and a sink. It's like...
Is that the only thing that looks regular size? Is that why?
Yeah, the bathroom's the only thing that looks like it would be normal sized.
Have you guys stayed in a tiny home before?
No.
I did when I went to Denver. This old man had a tiny home outside of his house. It was pretty much something he had built so that he can rent it out and make more money, while he was retired. And tiny homes are comfortable. They're really nice. Everything's there out of reach. You can just grab it. And like I said, a lot of the furniture inside a tiny home is multi-use. You could use it for so many different things so that you're not wasting any of that space in there. And I feel like a tiny home is so amazing in a society like ours, where we consume, where we want more, and you can outfit more in a tiny home. But tiny home owners will tell you this as soon as as soon as you meet them.
They're minimalists, right? So yeah, they that's their lifestyle, and they feel very comfortable in that. I don't know how comfortable I would feel in a tiny home, but I can appreciate the efficiency of it all.
Yeah.
Because I really dislike seeing, for example, a couple living in a huge 4-bedroom house, and it just seems like so much wasted space. And I mean, sure, anyone can do whatever they want with their money and all that jive. Sometimes it can just be purely as an investment, right? Because buying a home is a huge investment. But I don't know. I don't like wasting space, but I like my space. But maybe a tiny space is okay.
How about next time you travel, you stay in an Airbnb of a tiny home?
I'll definitely try it out for sure. Now that I'm looking at the images here of tiny homes, it definitely piqued my interest.
Oh yeah,
it's definitely an experience.
This is a 2-bedroom one too. Holy fuck!
All right, Jeff. Next time we travel, we're staying in a tiny home.
All right,
tiny home.
Fuck it.
So
tiny homes are cool. Go ahead.
One of y'all brought up pod shares. I don't know if you want to keep talking about tiny homes, because I want to get to the meat of this.
Oh yeah. Well, we still have one other topic if you want to say.
Oh, one more? Go for it, dude. No. Pod shares is for last, dude.
Do pod shares for last because they're the most interesting.
All right. So, Edwin, do you have a lot to say about one topic?
Oh, van life.
The
yeah,
vans.
I had totally forgotten about van life. Okay, so van life is when you take a van or a vehicle of some sort, a box truck or something, and you transform the back of it into your living quarters. You know, you put a mattress down there. You pretty much make it your tiny home, but it's mobile, right? And right now, all these van life posts are coming up on like social media. It's become a trend. It's become a trend as opposed to a necessity. Before it was a necessity, people would do this, and then they would move around based on where their job and like what their life required of them, right? But now people are doing it just to travel, right? So they just say, "Hey, I'm rich. I'm gonna splash some money onto this van, and then just make it luxury, like anything, like anything you can just." Deck it out however you want it, right?
That's kind of strange. You said if they're rich. If they're rich, I thought that they would just stay at all the nice hotels along the way.
But that's the thing. Bohemian lifestyle has always been a thing that people want to like achieve. I don't know. It's weird. Like being an outlier in a society is always very attractive to people, regardless of their financial situations. So I have a friend who does it not out of necessity, but he does it because he wants to save a lot of money, right? And he wants to. I don't know what he has planned for that money. I did at one point, but I forgot. But anyways, he set up a van that he had bought, and he pretty much just decked it out. It's not the best looking, but it's practical. It does what he needs and stuff. And for van life, like you have to have a gym membership so you can shower because your van doesn't have a shower. And then you have to have like all these practical applications, like a PO box that you have to pay for your mail so that you can have a job, and all these like. It's interesting how you can cut corners and eventually cut your prices instead of paying for rent, especially here in California. Instead of paying for rent, you're just paying for the basic essentials that you need. And my friend is a gamer, so he goes to like places that have free Wi-Fi, and then plays his games there.
So he's one of those people that plays on McDonald's Wi-Fi, huh?
Oh man,
yeah,
those are the worst people to queue up against.
Yeah, Starbucks Wi-Fi, Panera Wi-Fi, all these.
Legit. Dude, I used to work at a gym, and I would remember people walking in with their towels and stuff, and they would just come in to shower and then leave. And I always thought, oh, maybe they're just, they're going from work to the gym or whatever it is. I never imagined that they might have been living in a van or something.
Yeah. Or maybe they're going to go see their side piece.
So you got to shower at the
gym. Just kidding. Woo. But yeah. Woo.
They're going back to their main piece after seeing the side piece.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh shit. There's you guys mentioned that there was Netflix shows on this kind of stuff. Well, you guys remember the names?
For the van life, there's a movie that just came out that was really well regarded. It's called Nomadland, and it's about a lady who works at an Amazon fulfillment center, and then gets enough money to buy her own van, and then just sets off. And it's very interesting. I enjoyed the movie a lot. And there's documentaries on like tiny homes and big homes and all that stuff. It's pretty cool.
On Netflix, right?
Yeah.
There's documentaries. Mm-hmm. That's sweet. Sweet. So, are we going to get to it now? I know all these other
Read
alternate
time.
homes are cool, but when we first thought about what we should we talk about today, and who brought a pod share?
Me.
Yeah, that Jeff and I were like, holy shit, this could be a topic. So what?
Yeah.
So pod share for anyone who doesn't know, please let them know.
I'll give them the basic gist, and then I'm assuming you guys did your own research, right?
A
So
little bit.
Yeah.
okay, I'll give them the basic gist, and you guys can add on to it. Basic gist is you pay $1,200 a month so that you can be in a communal house with about 10 to 20 people, and you are paying for a garage space, and you're paying for a bed. Everything else you provide and all that stuff. So I think electricity might be taken care of in that 1,200. I'm not sure.
Shit, it better
But-
be.
But yeah, you're literally living with 10 to 20 people, and everybody's name is on their bunk bed, on their respective beds of the bunk bed. So
And
you're
paying your rent and stuff to pod share, right?
yes, and you're living in a big city. That's the main draw to a pod share. It's one of those alternative living spaces so that you can live in San Francisco, so you can live in LA, so you can live in all these really nice areas, but you yourself don't have a physical home. You have a bed that you go to. All right. So you guys did some research. What did you guys find out?
All right, so it's not $1,200 a month. I think that's the cheapest option. It's actually like $70 a night, which is like twice as much as you just said.
They might get a discount if they're gonna be there for the whole month. Maybe you can like a
Wheel and
fixed
deal.
rate. Yeah, it could be. If you're spending one night for 70, like okay, well, kind of expensive, but one night it gets you out of a bind. But
I'm also like I think the city that you live in or to choose to live in a pod share would be also a determining factor.
It also can be from like 30 to 40 people from what I've been looking at.
holy shit, man!
So these things could be massive.
You imagine the orgies in these places? Jesus.
Oh hell yeah! And
Nah.
everyone can see. That's the best part. I'm a watcher, you know. I'm a people watcher.
Yeah, even if you had nothing, no plans on being part of it, you're part of it, dude. You're there.
Oh yeah, might as well. I mean, partake, right? At that point.
So here's this image I found, right, of like the draws to living in one of these things. So you got person 1 who's renting an apartment and person 2 who's staying in a pod share. So person 1 made a $2,500 deposit. Person 2 made a $0 deposit. Person 1 pays $2,500 in rent. Person 2 pays $1,000 in rent. The utility costs for an apartment are $255. Furnishing $2,000. Whereas person 2 doesn't pay utilities, doesn't have a furnishing.
Oh.
Hell yeah. Okay.
So they have it here. A total move-in is about $7,000 for the apartment and about $1,000 for the pod share. And every other month, the guy's now paying $2,500, right? Because he doesn't have to furnish the apartment anymore.
Right.
But the other person's rent is still at $1,000 a month.
Well, I'll be damned.
All
I mean,
at,
that's quite the value proposition there.
all at the cost of your privacy, which is literally everything in
The
today's world.
low cost of
Your
being able
privacy.
to fart in your own home, in your own space,
Like-
and not feel subconscious.
Literally every single thing in our today's world is like give up your privacy and you'll be rewarded in some way, shape, or form. You know? It's kind of crazy. A pod share to me, would you guys do a pod share?
No. God, no. I value my privacy too high for this.
At this point in my life, no. But if I didn't have family and stuff, and I had to move to, let's say I lived in the Midwest, and I had to move to LA, and I knew no one, then sure, a pod share might actually be very enticing.
Oh yeah, actually, you get to meet people.
You make
Straight up.
friends. You know, a support system at some point if they're not all dickheads and you actually enjoy their company. Because that would be the maker or the breaker of this, right?
Yeah,
That
it's the
if
people you're with.
if the vibes are cool, like what are the vibes? Like if the vibes are good, then holy shit, this is great. I get to like dorm with all these cool ass people and keep it moving, save some money.
What are the energy I'm getting? Their vibes, their crystals.
What are the vibes though? Their chakra?
Yeah, their chakra. I would feel like if you're in LA, it's a good part to like network with the people in there because they might want to be actors and they might make it one day and you're out here doing the same thing. If you guys are depends on the city, right?
Yeah. I mean, and you're going to be jamming out in the process, on their journey. Their journey is your journey. And you're going to be there just jamming with them on their days off. Well, maybe every day's their day off, but I mean, they're there somehow, so.
This also says that you can move to whichever location in their network without paying an extra cost.
Without an extra cost.
Yeah. That's freaking cool. Relocation, huh?
Yeah, so they have like the location in Hollywood and Los Feliz, downtown Venice, and West Hollywood.
Yeah, there's a lot of them in this area.
Yeah, they have 5 in the greater Los Angeles area.
So now they have anywhere in New York or something like that?
I think Podshare is an LA thing. There might be.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Do you guys think that there's other companies similar to Podshare that's providing these living spaces?
Well, there is those places in like airports and stuff that you pay for the pod to sleep in. Have you seen those?
Well, like in Japan, in Korea,
like a sleeping pod.
Yeah, I've seen sleeping pods. Yeah,
could we consider that part of like a alternative living or some sort of?
There's no way. No, those kind of things are just like a quick temporary thing. Maybe a night, maybe max 2, perhaps. But to actually be living, then I don't think a pod. You said at an airport.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that would suck.
I just feel like this is some sort of cult, dude. They have right here on their website, shit. Is privacy a privilege? And like asking you that question, like, is it really a privilege? Do you need privacy? In bold here, they said, privacy became such a norm that it is in large part considered a right and not just a choice. But where has that gotten us? They ask.
Ooh, very important question.
46% of Americans report feeling lonely sometimes or always. So why have we moved so far away from community living?
Yeah, why have why have gates? Why have doors when you can sleep in plain view of everyone around you?
Yeah, exactly. And what happens if someone steals from you? Like that like what happens if someone just goes through your shit and it's like, "Hey, what's up? I'm in your shit."
Then they are sacrificed. They're the next sacrifice in this cult.
You settle it like you would back then. You sacrifice them. You fight to the death.
Bodies, no face shots. Oh,
bodies. Hey, let's go bodies. No face shots though.
Let's go into the communal restroom right now, dude.
No, right here. We all know what we're about.
I've seen your dick, John.
Pull it out right now. Oh shit. So, is it really just that? Are they solving the loneliness crisis?
I feel like it also solves the space in large cities problem. We have such a large problem with like having no space to be human anymore. All these things are taking that space, and all these pod shares, even regardless of how I feel about them, let's say they have 20 people, there's 20 homes right there that you don't need to build.
But doing something like this isn't practical. This is more for like a college student, someone who's in between jobs, who just needs like a good place to stay. This isn't like a permanent housing situation, right?
I mean, for some people it might be.
It might be long timers for it.
Damn, it'd be kind of depressing to go in and see like a dude in his 30s or early 40s, and he's just like, "Yeah, man, I've been doing this for 15 years," and it's like, "Damn, dude, Why?
It just started.
They're
It
just
just started,
they're the elder of the cult.
The
At that
elder,
point.
the co-elders. I started my
Yeah.
pod share back when it first incepted, and I haven't left since.
And
Yeah,
they
they
can
get-
talk about the great things that the Podshare offers and how privacy is
It's overrated.
it's just a figment of your
Yeah,
imagination.
people never had privacy before. Why should you value it now?
I mean,
Yeah,
do we
be-
really have privacy?
Our phones listen to us 24/7, so.
Oh, they have
I
this in
know.
big letters right here, so you don't miss it. I don't want to commit to one address, one roommate. I want to meet new places and new people.
It sounds like a dating site, dude.
Hey, I mean, you touched on orgies. I'm sure that there's people that meet their mate here.
Yeah, I feel like as the chief, you get first pick. You're like, okay. So Barbara, in order to sign this lease, you have to
Oh,
show me your
God.
tits.
The Podshare elders.
The elder has like 2 or
Prima
3
nocta?
pieces.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like, show me your tits, Barbara. Okay, those will do. John, your penis, please. And then
Jesus.
he's good.
It gets all
You
South
know?
Park style. I needs to check your asshole. Break out the flashlight.
I'm sure all these people are great people and nothing ever goes wrong in these kind of things.
I did read somewhere that they do matchmaking, as in they'll match you with
Oh.
like-minded roommates.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well, that's
okay,
good.
right.
Yeah,
Wait,
so-
is there a test I can take to see if I can meet my new best friend in one of these pod shares?
Yo, chill. I'm right here. I can hear you.
Damn, holy fuck, dude. My
we
man
can
taking shots.
we can hear you, Edwin. Jeez.
Yeah, yeah, you got something
but-
you need to say out. Is it, yeah, get off your chest there.
What? What if I wanted to see Frantic's dick and he never showed it to me, dude? These pod shares are a solution.
Damn, well, maybe you're not my best friend, dude.
No, just kidding.
Oh wait, what do we? They have a frequently asked questions page. All right, guys. What,
Oh, let's go.
What question would you like answered?
Is there
I mean,
good
what's
ones?
the question? Yeah, just do it.
Okay, so we have how do you co-live? Is pod sharing safe? What are the rules? Check
What are the
out-
rules?
Okay.
Give us the rules.
No tenting or covering the front of your pod.
What?
This is a transparent community. What the fuck? You can't
Some
put like a
people
yeah, you can't put like a drape over your shit, like a savana, just to cover your
Yeah.
shit. All right.
And it's like, hey guys, I'm gonna jerk off for a little bit. Can you like not look over here?
Quiet hours as of 10 p.m. until 10 a.m. means turn your phone to vibrate or whisper. What the fuck? 10 p.m. That's early. As shit.
I mean that makes sense. That makes sense. Everybody has a different lifestyle.
But these
right?
are DGen hours. 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. Like not even like 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. This is like straight 10 a.m.
Well, if you think about it practically, when you're being a DGen, do you want to be loud about it? I don't think so. You being a DGen, you're being quiet and being a DGen. So
Oh, okay. No
Maybe they
visitors
chose-
allowed.
Oh.
Oh,
Wait, what?
you have a question? Or-
No, I was just gonna say maybe they chose 10 a.m. because that's the time that most people will be already awake by. So the people who are late to the party and they
Okay.
choose to sleep in. But well, yeah, go ahead. You said no visitors allowed.
Yeah, everyone must be registered at the desk. So I'm guessing only tenants are allowed inside the building.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're what's that thing called when you get to pick and choose who comes in?
gatekeeping kind of thing.
Something like that. Curating, right? Like they're
Oh,
kind of just
yeah.
like, oh, okay, like they vet them, like, oh, what do you feel about privacy? And they're like, it's overrated. Well, come right in.
Welcome right in.
Welcome. Stay as long as you please.
and the last rule here is gonna be a big downer to everyone. No
Aw.
drugs, excessive inebriation, or public nudity.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
storage
so-
containers seem pretty good
Yeah.
now. So.
No, it looks like no orgies are a thing in these things.
Yeah. So how do you? All right.
Oh, man. So
you
everything
have
we
it-
just said just thrown out.
Yeah. Fuck. I wanted to be a chief.
You know what? Rules are meant to be broken, damn it.
Yeah.
So maybe I want to be a little excessively inebriated every now and then, huh? What are you
Yeah,
going to tell
can't-
me?
I guess you just
No
can't.
drugs?
No drugs. No No
You
drinking.
you have to be the happiest person in the world to live in these. Then, like, there's no way if you can be happy very naturally. That's wild.
I mean, no public nudity. It's pretty hard to bang with your clothes on. Maybe that's what their garage is for. That's a degen space.
Let's go into our car, BB.
Hey, whoa! They said that utilities were included. You got to pay $5 a load for your laundry. Bait and switch.
Dude.
$5 a load. That's laundromat pricing, bro.
No, but we read that utilities were free.
I guess that's not a utility.
Yeah.
Water and electricity.
Yeah, if they're gonna nickel and dime you, nickel and dime you after taking away your privacy.
And I'm assuming you had to pay for food and all that stuff. That's not provided.
Yeah, for your own food.
What's included? Linens, towels, toiletries, Wi-Fi, food in the fridge, bicycles, computer access, and then the laundry for $5 a load, housekeeping, maintenance, and a network of access hubs to lounge or stay across. So it looks like food is included.
Maybe they'll provide some snackies, you know?
I think if it's in the fridge,
snacks.
it's fair game.
Oh, shit.
That's how you start fights, bro.
That's exactly how you start fights.
Who the fuck took my hummus?
I'm looking at you, Karen.
Who took my dinosaur nuggies for the last time?
Steve!
Jeez. Was it you, Chad? You son of a bitch.
I see those crumbs.
Maintenance hasn't come to clean this up yet. I see them. Jeez. I don't know, man. That's a lot. That's fun. That's fun and interactive. I'm glad some people find happiness living that way. I personally wouldn't, but to each their own.
Yeah.
You guys have anything else to say on alternative living?
Well,
so, would you do it? Is a question I have for you guys.
Tiny home? Yes.
Wow. No. Oh, wait. You're talking about Podshare just in general?
In general, any of these that we talked about today?
Any of these. I would do tiny home.
Yeah, tiny home. It seems like it's the closest thing to a home. It's on a discount. And you just get
a very tiny home.
A tinier home.
Damn, I guess we're all in agreement. Tiny homes are the way to go.
Yeah, but they've been so trendy that the price for the tiny home is now it's coveted. People want this.
God damn it, so I can't have nice things.
Then you make your own.
Make your own tiny home. I'll make it out of I don't know, Coke cans.
Isn't that how the Wild West with the West people would come and make homesteads, right? That's what a homestead is.
I mean, you used to be able to just buy a house off of a Sears catalog, and they'd just send you the materials.
Oh,
I guess the huge problem with these alternative home is that you got to find the space for them, and space is very limited. And here in Southern California, you'd probably find the space in the desert. Do you want to live in the desert, like Palm Springs area? But, you know, not in a nice house, but in a tiny house in the middle of the desert.
There's actually a lot of tiny homes in the Palm Springs, Joshua Tree area, and a lot of people rent them. I know because I looked them up and I wanted to stay in one.
All right.
And they're always booked. They're always booked to shit. There's one that's literally just a bed, and the windows are all transparent. You're inside a bed that has transparent windows, and that's it. You get to see the desert at night. You get to see the stars. You know, with a place with no light pollution, that sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah, I saw something like that on Reddit. I don't know where it was. I think it was like a hotel where the glass is opaque, so like you can turn it on and off, and then at night you can just turn the glass off, and you can just see out into the sky.
It's very nice. What I will say though about another thing I want to say is more to the point that I was saying earlier about living in the middle of nowhere. It'd be very impractical to live in one of these things if you have to work in the city, or you just, I don't know, you're okay with doing nothing or driving long hours. Like the people who live in Victorville and they have to drive down, right, to work. It can't feel great to commute that long. And Edwin, you've just started your commute, but I wonder if you're going to be comfortable, or how do I put it?
Well, his is the
like when you're
opposite
used to
me.
it. So you're used to it driving long distances. If you live in a tiny home, you'll probably have to drive long distances to things. So that's another thing you have to consider, other than just living minimally.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
That's what pod shares are there for, right? If you live in a big city, pod share. Boom.
Yeah, but you don't have privacy and you can't even put a damn linen sheet over your bed.
I don't understand that. I don't know.
That's
What
so
would that...
stupid.
And if you
Well,
want
No shower
privacy,
curtain, just, you know.
if you want privacy, you have to either inconvenience yourself by living somewhat isolated, or paying the price. Because, geez, everything's so expensive here.
So for adult people living in this situation, the fact that alcohol is banned, I don't think...
It wasn't banned. It just said no, like
Excessive. You can't be drunk.
inebriation. You can't get.
Oh, okay.
You can't get fucked up.
I feel like there's some exceptions happening there. There's no way that's like heavily enforced.
I don't know. The village elder might kick you out if you're falling all over the place.
Not if you get him drunk.
If you can't get hard for the orgy, because you got whiskey dick, it's over, dude. Get out of here.
The council.
Go to your bed and watch.
Sleep this one off.
Holy shit, dude. Yeah, I mean, there it is, folks. Alternative living. Pick your poison.
All right. So that brings us to the end of the episode. And remember, I don't know, you can live however you choose to live. These pods are definitely very interesting. Let us know if you have considered living in a pod, or
are living in a
have
pod.
are living in a pod, or if van life intrigues you in any way, shape, or form. You can reach us at our website, tiltednotstirred.com, and you'll find links to our Instagram, Twitter, and Reddit. And you could also listen to us on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube.
Yes, and they say that home is where the heart is. And if you have the heart, remember to join us to share your questions and voice your thoughts on what has you tilted, not stirred.
See ya.
Show me your tits, Barbara.